monastery shoots up into the heavens with a tremendously bright burst of light, then extending as a shield around the entire area.
Right, done.
The pool now looks to be completely drained, replaced by like a glimmering pool of light. Glimmering.
Faustus should probably not touch it.
I'm not.
Yeah, it looks.
I have no radiant thing about me. I'm a cleric. I have no radiant vulnerability.
Faustus is actually the closest to God of any of them.
I'll friggin' swim in this thing. I don't care.
When you focus so much on the afterlife, you learn a lot.
Although it's not radiant energy, you should probably not go in the torrent.
There's a little sign in front saying, please don't swim in the fountain of light.
Anyway, it appears you were just in time as on the distant horizon you begin to see 3 large airships approaching.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bearing the banner of House Angrimord.
Oh god.
I'm so fucking mad.
Meanwhile, we'll go to one of those airships now.
Oh.
Arrogant piece of cock.
Oh shit.
Meanwhile,
are we having an actual cutscene now?
This isn't a cutscene.
So these monks don't have a single militant wing about them?
No, they're...
I get it, because their cake gives me...
No, they don't actually have hands.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Well, I'm just gonna not talk.
You kind of draw them with, wing-like arms.
No, they draw them with, bird feet.
Yeah, we have, though.
Oh.
So, like they're like the bird people in Wind Waker, where sometimes they have wings and sometimes they have arms.
Yeah, that's about right.
Anyway, back on the fucking airship.
Meanwhile, on the airship.
Back at the air ranch.
Nate, are you there?
Yeah.
Where's your pog?
I didn't put it down because I thought you didn't.
Put it down over here.
Where?
Over here.
On the airship, duh.
Oh, I see now.
Can't tell.
Okay. Yeah.
Can't you
That's a poorly drawn airship.
Can't you tell that on that pencil is where your pog is supposed to go?
No, it was a little strange.
Hey, I'm not as good at drawing as Ironicus, I'm not...
Literally nobody other than you guys would have known that.
Stupid fucking Paul.
Nate, so what's your character's name again?
Buford
Naiad.
Buford Naiad.
Buford, you are imprisoned on the base of this large airship. You do not know where you are or where you are going.
Oh, that's great.
To summarize, you were still roughly around the mountain that you were previously going to climb. There are several intimidating and clearly short and dwarven figures that occasionally pass you by here in the lowest possible cargo hold, including one particularly unfriendly-looking jailer who is, passing through around here rather than not. He is currently, at present, he is currently perched in the corner of the room. I'll put him down.
Is he a bird too?
He's a...
Oh no!
Really?
Anybody but Greased Alphonse.
The jail...
Let's say Greased Alphonse is there with you, sure.
The cell is wafting with the stench of grease.
I haven't even used mirror image yet.
Oh no.
These are your actual
What are you doing?
This is the worst jail cell.
I would not want to be in here.
That's okay, that's enough nonsense now. Let's clean this up.
How many of these frogs are me?
Just share that one could stay, I don't care. The dwarven jailer is sitting toward the edge of the room on a small stool, solitarily watching the people in the cell, including yourself.
All right.
You hear the low hum of engines elsewhere in the ship, yeah.
So am I in the cell with the jailer, or is he on the other side?
He's over here outside.
That would be a very good jail.
Oh, okay, right. I was about to say.
Alright.
Alright.
Buddy.
There's not very much room, so we're gonna have to cuddle.
Why?
Okay, go ahead.
Why does this jail have cubicles?
I couldn't figure out how to...
Clearly, it is the lowest form of punishment.
Those are meant to be like the bars.
What? Okay.
This is just one giant cell.
You're gonna get in there and you're going to fill out those TPS reports for the rest of your life.
Alright, so...
Fucking look at Buford.
What is...
Buford believes you
Okay,
have a
so-
stapler.
Let's get this going. Alright, what is the last thing I remember?
The last thing you remember is you were about to climb up this nearby peak here to visit the ancient Kenku monastery out of, basically a desire for exploration and adventure and visiting national landmarks. When you noticed, when you were approaching on the path, you were ambushed by several shady figures, which seemed to be in tremendous number, who promptly knocked you unconscious.
And you killed and ate 18 of them, so they rightfully arrested you.
And after that, you remember waking up briefly, being dragged onto this airship, and now you appear to be afloat somewhere.
Alright, are there any windows?
There is a window over here at the very far end. You can, if you stand over here, you should be able to just about peek at it at a decent view.
Alright, what can I see?
Outside the window, you can see that you are pretty sort of high up in the air. You see lots and lots of mountains striking up into the sky and some clouds just below you and around you. Occasionally, it becomes completely white as you pass through one. If you stand there and for long enough, you eventually spot that there are other airships, which pass you.
Interesting.
The dwarven jailer also notices you looking and stares at you suspiciously.
Alright, I go over to the bars and yell at him. Hey friend, you mind telling me what I'm doing on here?
He looks up at you, and at first he doesn't answer you. He merely just stares at you with a sort of passive look of contempt.
Fucking prick. Well, I guess I can come back to him. Any of these other dudes know anything?
Most of the prisoners appear to have also been in similar circumstances by you. They were like on the road, and they happened to witness, like a few members of this group doing something, and they were promptly taken, or some of them briefly took up arms before being captured. One of them tells you that...
Apparently Buford is schizophrenic.
One of them tells you that he was actually sent by the local dwarven government to investigate the area.
So this guy?
It's whichever one you like. I didn't really bother to...
It's just this guy.
Sure, it can be pruned. But he was promptly captured.
Alright.
What was Greased Alphonse doing?
Greased Alphonse was taken for being too greasy.
Naturally.
He's where he deserves to be.
He was stealing all the grease.
Alright, what have I got on my person?
Your
Now that you've interacted with Alphonse, a lot of
your weapons have been completely taken from you. As well as any complex magical items. You have basic clothing though. You are wearing a shirt. You are wearing whatever passes for frog pants. Yours.
Oh, so pants.
So whatever crazy fucking frog pants you people wear, I don't even know.
They're actually just regular pants with frogs printed on them.
You can pick item.
Sweatpants with frogs on the.
You can pick one item of small size that you could say you managed to slip past
His orb.
Is my orb good enough?
It has to be non-magical. But one.
It's an object that you swallowed into your frog.
One small non-magical item.
What?
This is getting pretty...
Froggist?
Yeah. Seriously.
In here.
It's getting a froggy in here.
They've been able to detect any magical stuff, but they might have missed something non-magical.
Look here, Buford. Now you have a friend.
Small knife.
Now you don't have to deal with all these racists by yourself.
Oh no, not that Bollywog. I've seen that guy before in previous campaigns. He was having a bad time.
That guy had...
Then just be glad that he isn't right now.
This guy, he's in jail on an airship. He's having
At least he's not being fucking raped.
I guess that's true.
I feel like I'm glad I missed whatever campaign you're
Okay.
talking about.
So, I assume I can't cast any spells without my orb. Is that the case?
Yeah, not really. Well, like, you can, but not very well.
You can cast spells, but it's not as well.
Yeah. God damn it.
We say as we all lay down to take a nap while we wait for these airships to arrive. What do you know about wizards, guys?
You would cast it at like a -3, depending on whatever your enhancement bonus was.
Your bonus from your
Right.
bonus.
All right. I'm trying to get a good look at the dwarf guy. Does he look like he's carrying a key or anything? Pretty obviously.
He is carrying a fairly blatant rack of keys around his belt. And he's
Mage hand!
How well connected is it?
It appears to be tied by his belt by a small clip. You would need either a sharp object or a reasonable or a bit of force to just rip it off.
Or a magical hand.
Oh no.
That's what I was thinking. I do have mage. I was thinking it might be a little too weak.
No, it can lift up to like 30 pounds.
You could probably lift it out of there. You would have to. Why people? Oh god, there are so many people in this jail now. Why?
The issue would be getting it without alerting him. No warning, son.
Now we know where he was before in the session.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, look, it's bottles.
Oh my fucking god.
You would need to distract him to have a chance of removing the key over that.
Yeah, I've got someone to take care of that. Okay, is the cockpit like in its own room, or is it
The
like?
cockpit isn't in here. This is all a lower part. The cockpit is probably on an upper deck. You're on the lowest deck at the moment.
Okay.
All
Whoa.
three of Nate's characters
is
in
going
one
on in
place.
here?
This is not right.
They've got our spaceship from the other campaign.
Let's skip.
Just don't even worry about it. Just keep playing.
This.
Okay. Well, I got a plan.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my god! What are you idiots
No
doing?
more of this nonsense.
I'm not doing anything. I don't have any pogs. Except the
Okay.
George Costanza pog. I have that.
I want to be kind of out of sight while
God
doing
bless
this.
that
Not
pog.
like, I mean, just looking inconspicuous while I do this, but since I have like bard talents, I'm gonna use ghost sound on that window right there and kind of make what sounds a little bit like a kind of a muffled cry for help that sounds like it's coming from outside the window.
You make roll bluff.
20.
Your bluff is sufficient for him for that to be a relatively convincing, outside the window,
Oh,
which
fuck.
attracts the dwarf
Oh, fuck.
attention.
I reblogged a Danganronpa spoiler to my blog. Ah! Nobody look at my blog.
The dwarven
Stop the
jailer,
fucking
dwarven jailer saunters over with an expression of vague confusion, glancing occasionally, briefly back at the cage before staring out the window, which is sort of
Alright.
complicated.
While he's distracted, I want to try to use mage hand to get that key.
Alright, roll either Arcana or Thievery.
Okay.
Try and lift. How are you going to do it? You going to try and rip it? Are you going to try and lift it?
Try to lift it. 35 Arcana.
With your Arcana, you gently levitate the key. And move it out slowly out of his belt without him observing it happen. The key, you manage to acquire the key while he stares out the window looking at the confusion for whatever on earth the noise was.
Okay. Let me take a good look at these guys around here. What is the likelihood that if I bust that door, they're gonna help me take this dude out?
I didn't intend there to be this many people. And I
didn't think so.
I'm gonna correct this entire area and get a correct amount of people here.
Okay.
Let's
Can we at least leave
cut it down.
Slammy
The amount we had before was about.
No.
Let's cut it. No, we're.
No, I want Rip and Slam. No.
That makes no sense, you
Oh, well, I
fool.
guess we're deleting all the.
Oh.
Delete.
Who do you want?
I'm gonna put
Stanley, okay. Good start.
No, that wasn't me. I don't want Stanley.
All right, Stanley's pretty helpful.
Alright, Stanley can stay. I think it's quite popular.
How about Look, you're gonna have an entire army of old dudes.
I intended there to be 5 for a person.
Here's your army.
Oh.
There you go.
Alright, this is...
Alright. Okay, what's the chances of these dudes helping me?
No more fucking points, I will get... Really, the session is over if anyone else drops another ball.
I'm gonna do it just because.
Then just tell us how many people there are.
Nate's gonna
I
do
said
it.
there were
He's a
5.
troublemaker.
I said I imagined there being 5 and that was enough.
5 people. Got it. What is the chance? What are the chances of these assholes helping me out if I bust that
How are
door?
you going to survey them to determine this?
Huh? I guess perception or insight. One or the other.
Probably closer to it, so roll insight.
12. Oh,
They all
Jesus.
look like mighty warriors.
Well, this guy looks pretty tough. He might be, this guy also looks like he's eager to get out of the cell, as does this guy.
Look like
These two, not so much.
Priest Alphonse doesn't give a fuck.
Priest Alphonse is not going to help your cause. He's going...
Okay.
Grease
Did any of these
would only grease up your plans.
Gross. Okay, did any of these guys see me doing that?
Let me see how we did. I'm gonna roll,
Oh, good.
They probably had a better vantage point, at least.
I bet he was made fun of at school.
Greased Alphonse saw you.
Alphonse.
Greased Alphonse saw everything.
Alphonse doesn't
He's
give a
staring at you with a sickly grin.
I wink at it.
Stop trying to see my gimmick, Nate.
He begins to...
I can wink.
He sees you wink at him and he begins to sweat gravy.
He gets to...
Anyway, I lean over to this tough-looking dwarf and I say, "Hey, buddy, I think I got a plan to get us out of here."
He leans over to you and sort of inclines his head without saying anything as if he's interested, but wants to hear.
I got a way to open that door. If I get that door open, can I trust you to help me take that dude out?
He gives a sort of vague nod, not really committing.
Right. I can probably take him on my own anyway, but I just want to be safe.
prison break.
All right. I doubt this is really going to work quite as well, but I go back over there and do another one of those, another ghost sound, maybe a little louder if I can manage it. What I need to roll? Bluff again?
Roll bluff again, yeah.
All right. That was a 22.
Maury, what sound are you making in from where?
The same sound as before, but louder, if possible, at the same window.
The Dwarven jailer once again looks confused at this and walks over to the window again.
All right. While he's doing that, I crack the cell.
All right. No, everybody obviously notices this and sort of shuffles up to help you.
All right.
Sort of face free, sort of shuffle over.
Do I need to roll anything just to use a key?
No.
They all
You can
driving one around. Why did you think the prison was
actually roll theory to
Now.
be silent.
Oh, Jesus. I probably made some noise.
Unfortunately, you attract the Dwarven jailer's attention, who glances behind you as you open the door.
But it's open.
It's open, yes.
That's what matters. Let's do this.
Something.
Rush him.
Don't even worry about it. I got your back.
You are currently unarmed, Alex. Like, you don't have any of your equipment.
I can still cast spells, can't I? You just,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's even if I take a penalty to it, that's all I need.
Look at your fucking hog.
Yeah. Doesn't that look like a powerful wizard to you?
Totally.
1 second.
You got these guys on your side.
I need to tape up my glasses. I broke them when I opened the jail cell.
Open the cell, wash your hands. Open the cell, wash your hands.
I can't stand any of you.
All right. All right. So